Jai Ma. Maha Lakshmi is a very unique form of the divine. As Hindus, we're so blessed to worship the divine in a feminine form. And this feminine form, well, comes in many forms as well. We have heard about Durga Ma as Mahishasura Mardini. In the form of Maha Lakshmi, she comes as the mother of prosperity, happiness, bliss, comfort, and all the beautiful things that one wants to enjoy in life. Maha Lakshmi, there is a beautiful story about her in the Devi Bhagavatam. And it's a story that teaches us about some practical things of life. In a marriage, what is required for a couple to stay together? In a friendship, there are requirements for that friendship to be strong, like trust, for example. In a home, there are certain requirements for that home to be kept in a way so that you can feel a certain sense of comfort in that home. Well, similarly, for the Devi, there is also a requirement. There's this beautiful story in the Devi Bhagavatam where Maha Lakshmi Devi, she ran away from the heavens. She escaped from Vaikuntha because there were so much of troubles, there was so much fight happening there. On earth there is fighting, in the heavens there is fighting, or your heavenly earth, sometimes there are issues happening. Wherever there are issues, I don't know how many of you are actually happy about being in a place where there are troubles, there are quarrels, there are disturbances. Whatever we say creates a sense of energy. That is why when you go to a place of worship, like a Hindu temple, for example, all the mantras that are recited, all the chantings that are done, the kirtans that are sung, all of it creates a sense of vibration in that place. So that when you go there, you get to draw that energy, you get to become part of that energy, and you take home something that is bigger that has accompanied you to that temple. Well, similarly in our home, when we engage in certain conversations, it creates a certain ambience in the home that is either pleasant or unpleasant. When we sing in our home, pray in our home, or chant in the home, it redefines that place that we're living in. It's no longer your home or your house. It's a temple, it's a mandir. Maha Lakshmi, she will only reside in a home where the home is kept in a certain way. In the Devi Bhagavat, we have heard about Durvasa and Indra, where Indra had gone to Bhagwan Vishnu, and received a flower. He threw away the flower and expected, out of intoxication, he went and he became so close to God. He became so egoistic that the Lord gave him a flower. So he threw it away out of intoxication. And this pride that, he embraced caused a sense of quarrel in the heavens. Durvasa gave him a curse that since you have thrown away the prasad of Vishnu Bhagwan, then Maha Lakshmi will never reside with you. A prasad is not something that we eat only. Prasad is not mahambhog, it's not mithai, it's not banana, it's not apple. A prasad is an offering from the divine. Anything that has been offered to God, anything, be it a flower, a leaf, a petal that has been offered to God, that can be taken and given to someone as a prasad. A mala that has been placed around the divine, that has garlanded the divine neck of the Devi, that can be given to someone as a prasad. Well, Durvasa got very angry that this prasad, this flower that was given by Bhagwan Vishnu, was thrown away. There was havoc in the heavens. And when Maha Lakshmi saw the kind of disturbances in the heavens, she ran away and she ran deep into the oceans. When she ran deep into the oceans, the heaven, of course, was dark. There was no wealth in the world. So everyone went to Varundev, the Lord of the oceans, and they begged him that may we have a word with Maha Lakshmi. Maha Lakshmi, when he heard of the petition for her to return back to the heavens, she says, I have conditions. First of all, there will be no further fighting. There will be no more quarrels. My friends, in a home, in a community, in a place where there are quarrels and there's war happening, the Devi will never reside there. She's a peaceful energy. The light, my friends, in a mandir, or the diya in a mandir, will only, of course, light as long as there is steady energy. But the minute you take it outside and the wind starts to blow, the diya will never stay alight. This is Maha Lakshmi. She likes a stable environment. In the home, in the community, in the country, where there are problems, where there are fights, where there are disagreements happening all the time, the Devi will never reside there. So she said, firstly, let there be no more quarrels. And secondly, she laid out the rules that for me to reside in a home, there are certain things must happen. Hindus must fast on Ekadashi. They must observe puja to Bhagwan Vishnu, the Panch Parameshwar. Adityam Gananatham cha Devim Keshav cha Bhairava. This is Panch Parameshwar. Aditya, Surya Bhagwan, Gananath, Ganesha, Devi, Durga, Keshav, Bhagwan Narayan, Bhairav, Shivji. These Panch Parameshwar must be in a home for Maha Lakshmi to be there. There must be the presence of a conch, a shank. There must be the presence of a Shivlingam, the emblem of Bhagwan Shivji, and worshipped as well. There must be Narayan Stuti offered in that home. There must be the presence of Tulsi. Brahmins must be fed from that home. Good thoughts must always be there. Maha Lakshmi set aside these rules. You know, like we have our kitchen, that we have all our things, and the rolling pin, the knife, the fork, whatever that we use for cooking and for eating. Similarly, in our altar, or a puja place, or shrine room, as we call it, we must have certain basic things. You must have the belt, Agamanat Devanam, Gamanat Rakshasam. When the bell is rung, when the bell, my friends, the sound of the bell chases away any negative omens from your environment. The presence of the shell, not necessarily have to be blown, but the presence of it alone drives away negativities. The presence of prayers and chantings and the way we keep our home, my friends, will always encourage Maha Lakshmi. The minute we think about Lakshmi, we always think about wealth. But my friends, without well-being, without a good mindset, wealth, of course, can never be achieved. I hope and pray that all of you keep your home in such a way and your frame of mind in such a way that Maha Lakshmi will always live in your home. For when she lives there, there is an abundance of everything. She is Dhana Lakshmi, she is Dhanya Lakshmi, she is Dhairya Lakshmi, she is the mother of every basic necessities that are required in our life. Why not do what is required? The fundamental thing to do in a home is to keep your home free from arguments. Keep your home free from arguments, keep your home free from fights. When a blissful entity like us, a blissful creation of God like us are dwelling, what is the reason, what is the purpose of creating an energy that will drive the goddess away? In this very short presentation, I hope and pray that you take care of yourself, you take care of your home, you take care of the way you present yourself as a devotee of the Devi. And I hope and pray you build such a shrine in your home that it becomes a mandir where you feel like a devotee of the divine. May the blessings of Maha Lakshmi be with all of you. Jai Ma.